terrifying. It's giving like I'm about to jump out of a plane.
Folks, every April, for 2 select weekends, 250,000 people descend on the desert in Indio, California for an unparalleled musical experience. It's called Coachella, or Brokechella, depending what side of TikTok you're on. Now, I admit I did not want to make this video. It feels like the plot lines from this year are a little contrived. I mean, we have the continuation of Reddit-induced Sabrina Carpenter psychosis. We've got headliner Justin Bieber showing you his favorite funny videos on YouTube.
Cause some came in the mail today. These nuts. Got him! Got him!
Sick.
Coachella, you guys are crazy. Let's see how far back you know the old JB. Fuck. Nowadays, this Wi-Fi's crazy.
But you know, besides the huge crowds this year, which led to some unsavory comparisons to Astroworld, when you really boil it down, for the internet, Coachella is not about the music. It's about so much more, or less, depending on your point of view. It's the influencer Olympics. It's about the brand deals, and the outfits, and the drama. And on the poor side of things, which poor in this context is like $700 or more for general admission, a couple $100 for parking, food, etc., etc. But it's about getting to literally compare side by side the lives of people living in ramshackle tents in a grassy parking lot versus how the other side lives. And before we get started, a necessary disclaimer, because everyone is so mean nowadays. We are looking at a sliver of people who went to this festival. I know people who went to Coachella this year who don't even have social media, and they had a great time. The people who are going to Coachella and posting about it on TikTok or Instagram is not a representative sample of anything. 95% of people just went for the music and had a good time, okay? But that other 5% is hilarious. Also, by the way, I just watched the first episode of Euphoria Season 3. It's on Patreon, and it has to be there because I don't think I could talk about the horrors that I witnessed publicly. So head over there if you want to watch that. If there's enough interest, I will torture myself into finishing the rest of the season. But anyway, Influencerchella. As you all know, a big part of Coachella is about the brand trips, where influencers get invited on all expenses paid trips with these brands, staying in a nice house with other influencers in exchange for making posts and content around the brand. It's a pretty sweet deal for everybody involved. The brands get visibility, the influencers get to go on this vacation to this music festival for free or even get paid to do so. All you gotta do is post like a couple hashtag ExxonMobil house, you know, or like hashtag Lockheed Martin partner. We're doing vitamin IVs at the Guess Jeans house. That one's not a joke.
Okay, realistic, get ready with me for last day of Coachella.
First things first, we need our coffee.
Just got my shot. Look at everyone's getting like IVs and stuff. It is packed today.
Yeah, I'll be honest, lightly dystopian. Lightly. Realistic, get ready with me, and it's the least realistic thing I've ever seen in my life. But look, in the grand scheme of things, I know people get really upset about the perceived excess of these brand houses. Me personally, I have bigger fish to fry on my mind than like somebody with 200K on TikTok staying at the Starbucks house at Coachella. The new development on the brand trips though this year that's actually interesting is, one, brands have appeared to be just going back on their word or leaving people stranded, just these brand deals falling apart at the last minute. And two, there also seems to be an influx of influencers panhandling for brands to adopt them. And my God, is it bizarre to watch.
So the brand we're going to Coachella with kind of ghosted us, and our flight is literally in 5 a.m. and it's 9:30 p.m. right now. I'm still like packing and I'm just gonna go straight to the airport. Like me and my friend are just gonna fly there. So if any brands wanna literally give us a ticket, or if you guys wanna give us a house, like we'll literally take anything because we're coming anyways. We're gonna be there Friday morning. I really don't know the logistics. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I'm kind of stressing out and scared. I even have my Coachella nails done. Like seriously, this is crazy. If any brand wants to give us flights or accommodations, like literally either one, just let us know. We are very flexible with deliverables. We will do anything, literally. We have our flights already. We're just gonna fly there, and hopefully when we land, there's good news. Please, 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 guys, tag the brands, please.
Okay, so apparently she was on a brand trip and then the brand canceled on her at the last minute. And the solution she devised to this issue was to make a video tagging every single corporation that does business in the United States, asking them for Coachella tickets. And she does this multiple times, which is just kind of embarrassing, in my opinion. She even tags Justin Bieber himself. Like, Justin, baby, I know you're busy prepping for your big show, but this lady needs your help using Expedia. And this is really a consistent theme I've noticed this year with influencers, just people on the internet in general, acting like going to Coachella is a human right. Like, I get it. Bad things happen. You deserve to be able to complain about them on the internet. But some of these influencers are acting super thirsty. While on the other hand, you have commenters coming in from District 12 complaining that, oh, this influencer gets to go to Coachella and I, a normal person, don't. It's all embarrassing. It's an overpriced music festival, not water.
Then I got an email last week and they say, hey, we'd love to give you 2 VIP tickets. So I'm ecstatic. I freak out. And then I go back to this brand and say, hey, yeah, I'll take the flights and I'll take the accommodations. I'm getting worked up, matter of fact. And so I say yes to everyone. So the flights are booked, hotels booked. The brand goes ghost. And now I have accommodations, flights for me and my boyfriend, and no tickets to Coachella. We're going. Like, we're gonna sit in Palm Springs now. We're gonna go. I need a vacation, so we need a vacation. And if anyone's selling their tickets, comment below. We'll that gets us the next move.
Okay, so this guy was in talks with a brand who ghosted him on the tickets, but he still has the rest of the trip paid for, which does suck. That definitely sucks. However, silver lining, you now have flights and hotels at Coachella for a brand you now don't even have to do any work for. I get it. I understand the festival tickets themselves are not cheap, but just a little degree of perspective about life. Should they have ghosted you? No. Was that unprofessional? Yes. However, is e-begging for Coachella tickets professional either? Not strictly. It sucks. Business deals go sour. Just take the free flights and hotels and call it a day. These people are playing with house money and are still getting mad that they're pulling 20s instead of blackjack. Someone will know what I mean there.
I am on the influencer trip from hell right now. So our Airbnb was completely fake. It was a total scam, and the brand didn't check into that before.
Didn't check into that before? Sorry, I just love a good influencer accent.
Anyway, the brand ends up giving us a $20,000 stipend to do this, and we can't even find a house for that. We end up getting one last hotel room, which is a Motel 6. Say hi, Liv.
A $20,000 stipend. Not a stipend, mind you. A stipend. And you know what? I'm not going to throw stones in a glass house. We all know I can't pronounce shit anyway. But again, I don't even know if I believe this story. Like, this is clearly a sketchy-ass brand. They just handed you guys $20,000 to go find a hotel, and you're still complaining? Mind you, again, she's talking shit about this brand while still in the middle of this deal. Like, you are under contract at the time that you were making this TikTok shitting on this brand that just gave you $20,000 to go find another hotel. Which, honestly, I kind of respect. I think that's fucking sick. Yeah, I'll take the money, and also, fuck you. I was promised a house with a pool, not the La Quinta Inn. Oh no, I have to stay in a completely normal looking hotel. The influencer trip from hell. It's called a 3-star hotel. And listen, we don't have to go through every single one of these brand deals gone sour, but anecdotally, it does seem like there was a big uptick in influencer brand deals that just went wrong and people getting dropped. And whether it's due to an increase in thirsty influencers or shady brands, or maybe just an increase in straight up lying on the internet, I don't know. Probably a bit of all three. But in any event, I fear we have to file this under least sympathetic first world problems imaginable. So let's move on to slightly more sympathetic first world problems. Housing. It's expensive, the rent is too damn high, and the rent at Coachella is basically rage bait.
What do we got here? We got a trailer, 4 nights, what do we think? Couple hundo, $12K! $12K to stay at the Imagine. Now, fucking imagine paying that much for a trailer! Hey, everybody relax, we got a pool, we can take a dip for $219K. Bitch, that's a fucking Lamborghini! Bargain alert, 4 nights, campsite, $360, tent not included. You mean grass? You mean I could be homeless for $360? I could lose money to be homeless?
See, after the $360 for a patch of grass pitch, the $12,000 for a bespoke trailer park experience, Doesn't seem that bad. $12,000 to cosplay as white trash for the weekend. That's how you know it's California, because where I'm from, you can cosplay as white trash for free. And this is the tip of the Coachella housing crisis iceberg from this year, because the actually big issue is Airbnb hosts straight up canceling on people at the last minute in what we could assume is a transparent attempt to get in last minute bookers instead, who are willing to pay way more than the original booking was for.
Then we end up booking a Motel 6 for $3,000 for 3 nights. A Motel 6. Nothing wrong with Motel 6, by the way. I'm always a fan of budget options. However, $3,000 is fucking ridiculous. I mean, that's like paying the money for a filet mignon, and instead we got raccoon meat.
Well, listen, man, I'm sure in certain cultures, raccoon meat is considered a delicacy. There was also Haley here, whose Airbnb host canceled 2 days before the festival, only to repost the house for 20 times the price she had originally paid, which is crazy work, 100%.
Because what do you mean that these hosts were not only canceling stays for weekend 1, right before the festival, last minute, people can't even go anymore, but now hosts are doing it for weekend 2 as well?
Well, if it worked once, it'll probably work twice. So I don't see why these scummy hosts would change tactics. Airbnb really should not just let people cancel for no reason and then put the listing back up for the exact same dates. You might as well just put a bidding function into the platform at that point. I'll pay $20 more than that guy to kick him out of the house. Especially this is about hosts who are taking listings that were for $10,000, and making them $60,000 instead for 3 nights. It's not like these poor Airbnb hosts were only making a measly $100 and now they're getting what they actually deserve. No, they were getting a shit ton of money before. All right, and now they want an extra shit ton of money.
So Coachella is less than a month away, and we just received a message that our Airbnb host canceled our new reservation because they want to raise the price per night to $1,600 from $500 a night.
Yeah, just straight up trying to hose her down from $500 a night to $1,600 a night. 3 weeks before the concert. That's just not how that should work. Could you imagine if you had a room in the Hilton and when you showed up to check in, they were just like, yeah, actually, we're gonna need a couple extra $1,000 because you. It's like getting in an Uber and the Uber driver starts to accelerate as he gets near your house and looks at you and is like, I'm gonna need $20 if you want me to stop. Seems predatory, to say the least. And, just more positive press for Airbnb, which they're always drowning in. But remember, these are your options. So, if you want to go cheaper than an Airbnb split 20 ways, your options are car camping or the Blacklight Motel House of Horrors. And as we know about the car camping from last year, the question, how many LA transplants does it take to pitch a tent, is still a question we haven't quite answered. Just rows and rows of people who have never gone camping in their lives, deciding to give it the old college try with an Amazon tailgate canopy and a can-do spirit. But apparently things were better organized this year than last year. So hey, hopefully by next year, the concept of securing a tent will finally hit Southern California. Don't worry though, besides unscrupulous Airbnb hosts, there are plenty of other people looking for their piece of the pie. Heading back over to Influencerchella, let's talk about the stylists of Coachella, some of whom appear to be robbing people blind for their outfits. And I'm not saying I'm Anna Wintour, but what the f am I looking at?
I hired a personal stylist off of Facebook Marketplace for $3,000. I need you guys to be so brutally honest with me right now. Am I cooked? Starting off with this bikini top, which I actually think is really cute on its own, except she told me to layer it with this. I thought she meant maybe put the bikini under this, but no, she specified to put it over. She also got me this little mini skirt, which I actually think is really cute, but she said to wear it low rise and have my whale tail. Okay, these are the accessories she gave me, which I actually really like it's very Coachella. She gave me 2 choices for my head accessory, which is nice. Said I could wear the scarf in 2 ways. This is number 1.
You gotta have, listen, you have to give credit where credit is due. This is somehow offensive to every culture on Earth. I'm assuming this one has to be rage bait. $3,000 to invent South Beach hooker nuncore. You could have asked ChatGPT to style you, and I feel like it would have, a literal chatbot would have come up with a more cohesive outfit.
I hired a stylist to dress me for Coachella, and my outfits just arrived. We are 7 days out, so let's unbox these together and hope for the best. So this is option number 1 for look 1. So it's like a sequin skirt, and a gold bikini. She did also include the scarf, which I love. I low-key feel like I just need to cut it because I don't like it being in a circle. Like, I don't know how I would necessarily use this. I'm not seeing the vision come together. Let me try it with the pants on. This is the second option. I do like these pants way more. I just don't think I like it with the belt, and I don't think I like it with this top.
I don't think you like anything. You know, and I don't blame you. I think your stylist is a blindfolded monkey that hit the Goodwill Shein bins, because this doesn't make any sense. Again, before I get called every name in the book, I'm not saying I'm a fashion icon, but once again, I've spent enough years living in Jersey to know a train wreck when I see one.
Look 2, we have like a vintage top of some lady here. She did say to like crop it, so she did suggest to like wear like kind of like this with a bralette underneath, and then these are basketball shorts. I don't like these. First of all, they're huge on me, and
how is she even rationalizing this? Those are a middle school boy's basketball shorts you've gone on. Somebody commented, is your stylist your ex-boyfriend? And the third look might somehow be worse than the basketball shorts. I mean, this is Barbie Nightmare House. You look like you got cast as a slave girl in a sci-fi dystopia. I mean, props for going with a stylist who does everything thrifted. Like, the intention was great here. It's just the actual styling part of the stylist's job. It leaves something to be desired. But there's more.
I hired a stylist for Coachella, and I finally got all the clothes, and I told her to surprise me. You have full creative direction. Oh, I guess I see the vision here. I like this skirt. This top is interesting. It also came with this scarf, but it's like gold, so I don't know if it's like this moment or if it's like this moment. Oh my gosh, Coachella's only 4 days away. I don't know, maybe I have to ask. Let's just see the next outfit. Y'all, I'm sorry. We cannot be serious.
Dude, what is going on with IG stylists? This is like a fit you would wear to pick up the Uber Eats on your doorstep, hoping the neighbor doesn't see you.
Like, is this even the right... Yeah, it is. Hold on. Guys, I'm gonna freaking cry. Are we serious? I was so excited. She even asked if she could send me pictures to show me before, and I said no, because I trust her vision.
I can't do this. I'm actually going to become a stylist. Apparently it's not that hard. You can be colorblind, regular blind. Doesn't matter. Hey, the boots are cool. The boots are cool. You're 15% of the way towards one outfit. I also saw another influencer who got quoted $23,000 for 3 Coachella outfits. I'm just saying, some of you, if you want to be a stylist, this is your calling. Believe more in your own styling ability is, I think, the takeaway from this. Unless, of course, you're one of the people who styled these women. Okay, then you should believe in yourself less. Alright, by heading back to the other side of the tracks again, another big scam from this festival was people literally getting scammed out of tickets. Coachella has an official ticket reselling portal where people can buy and sell, but apparently even on the official ticket sales portal, you can still get scammed. Which, when you can end up buying fake tickets on the official ticket sales website, seems like the value of that is kind of worthless.
So we went up to the guy that works the gate over there and asked him if he can help us, and we're like, we bought it from the Coachella website. He says you can still get scammed if you buy it from the Coachella website. Yeah, that's what the other guy.
Okay, so that's fine. So you've been waiting here for an hour. You've been waiting an hour. 2 hours. 2 hours.
You got fucked over too, right?
Yeah, big what the f here. And it looks like dozens of people had the exact same issue, and even worse. Apparently sellers were reporting the tickets that they had sold to other people as stolen, making those wristbands just stop working in the middle of the day.
Scammed out of $3K. I don't understand, because we bought the tickets through the Coachella resale site and somehow they were still reported stolen. Like, we paid through Coachella, and somehow Coachella's system still allows the original reseller to then report stolen and pull it out. But the whole point of going through Coachella's website is to make sure that it's vetted and make sure that this doesn't happen. So I'm really confused.
I mean, yeah, that's brutal. $3,000 on your tickets and they just get yoinked. And of course, it looks like Coachella themselves are taking the Airbnb approach of, ain't my fucking problem. I also saw there was a couple whose their parking spot was like attached to their ticket, so they just had to like leave too in the middle of the day, which allegedly they paid $1,200 for multiple car parking spots to have a more elaborate setup. I don't know if that's true, but regardless of the price tag, I mean, all this effort just to get put out on the street by Coachella security. I mean, I have no idea how Coachella does not have a way to solve this kind of issue. Like, these are people who have been at the festival for a day or two at some points. Then randomly their wristbands get reported as stolen, and they don't investigate even a little bit. They just cut your wristband off and tell you have a good drive back to fucking Burbank. No, you guys made the decision to make reselling tickets part of your business. Figure it out. I repeat, there's 125,000 people at this festival. Probably 25,000 more than should be there. But again, you already have a bajillion people. Will anyone care that it's 125,080 people because you had to help a few dozen people out who got scammed? I mean, some of these videos coming out of Wristband Gate are surely more harmful to Coachella than just helping people out with a couple extra wristbands.
I have scanned this. My government issued ID has been confiscated
Yes, it has,
from your
but why
team.
though? It's on my team.
You tell me.
It's on my team.
So where is my ID? My ID is with them. It's wrongfully taken. Doesn't matter how this was purchased. It's not.
I don't know.
It's not. Yeah, you don't know.
I just called you because
You don't know. I would love for my ID back. Okay, then let's bring the police here. I would love that. Give me my ID back. Come on. Hi. Tell everyone I say hi. We love it here. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so a lot going on here. Honestly, I should have led with this video. I don't know why I didn't, but we have the drunk gay who got scammed by StubHub, the cackling supervillain box office attendant, and the security guard who just wants to go home. And listen, I'm sure that between cuts and off camera, this guy, Maddie, was rage baiting this attendant as hard as possible. But you just can't bite, dude. I'm sorry. This person needs to be fired and never work a customer service job ever again. Why would you take a job at Coachella if you're not able to handle people who are drunk and annoying? And what was the plan with the driver's license underneath the laptop? I mean, were you gonna take it home? And I can't lie, this TikTok might be my favorite piece of content from Coachella this year, but it is a terrible ad for the music festival and for the drama that they have working the box office. Anyway though, how much does a cheeseburger cost?
I got 3 cheeseburgers, it came out to $99. So if you, I'm not joking. So if you go to Coachella, the ticket is the least of your worries.
Me. Well, thanks for the journalism, Jake Weber. Apparently $33 for a cheeseburger. However, only $2 for water at Coachella, which is appreciated. They know they won't be able to kill your wallet if they kill you first. Respect. And also, apparently, it's been a little easier to get to those $30 cheeseburgers this year.
Yesterday at Coachella, I was like, wow, I'm getting food so quickly here. Like, the lines for the food tents are not long. And then I was like, wait a minute. It's because everyone thought it was Ozempic. No one was eating at the festival. Here's me in front of the food tent. Please look. And this was at 6 p.m., like prime time. There is nobody getting food.
Well, it's certainly fascinating boots on the ground journalism. I don't know how true it is though. I mean, I get Ozempic, but I think there's a lot of people there that may be taking other appetite suppressing substances. You know, it is a music festival, or maybe they're just starving themselves too. You know, a lot of people do that on social media, unfortunately. And also from last year, our good friend Divinity, who came to great viral acclaim walking us through the FEMA camp experience of Coachella 2025. She is back and better than ever this year, though she does resent being made a symbol of being broke.
Difference between the rich side of Coachella versus the poor side of Coachella. Starting off.
Who said I was poor? Oh heck no. Now I gotta come back next weekend.
See, she's taking it in stride. And listen to this, she's even going back next weekend with Benefit Cosmetics as part of their brand trip because of her car camping content this weekend. This is the American dream. Some of you need to pull yourselves up by your jock straps. If you go viral enough times for looking poor at Coachella, one day a brand will pick you out of the abyss and show you the whole new world of air conditioning. Does it sound like the plot of a Black Mirror episode? Maybe. Wasn't it literally the plot of a Black Mirror episode? That's besides the point. The point is, I would love to go to Coachella, but I'm just not in that tax bracket yet. I just have other things on my bucket list I would like to do with this kind of money before going to this concert. or music festival, whatever. I mean, we are now in like 10-day long international travel money territory for Coachella. And at this stage in my life, I would rather save up for Japan than spend $1,500 to live in a car for 3 days. Or maybe Sophie Rain will let me tag along. You know, Sophie Rain, who makes content. And how much did you spend, Sophie?
You guys know me, so obviously I booked a private jet, and a round trip to Coachella Valley cost me $37,490. So we had to book another Airbnb, and that total was $83,375. So the total cost for 3 days at Coachella is $192,845.86.
$193,000, huh? For a weekend at Coachella. Are you looking, perchance, to adopt a son? Who's older than you, probably? I have a theory that the reason there's so much widespread negativity around Coachella and the influencer Olympics component of it is our brains were just not meant to see this kind of money. Like in a pre-social media age, rich people were just rich away from the rest of us. It wasn't this get ready with me while I give you an itemized receipt of my weekend that cost more than 3 times your annual salary. I get why this would taint somebody's entire perspective of this entire event, even though again, 99% of the attendees don't have anything to do with this influencer Olympics side of things. But for my part, I think the only thing I really feel like I missed out on was the Justin Bieber "It's Not Clocking to You" hoodie. I really, really want that hoodie, and I swear I will get my hands on it no matter how many Depop sellers I have to lowball. Say what you will about Coachella 2026, but the Justin Bieber merch is hard. Other than that though, I guess we'll just have to see if the laptop makes it to weekend 2.
But these are little snippets. I just want to see how far back you go. One of them, let me see. What's good?